Hey guys, how's it going, Brofist? Welcome to another video. You see the chat is actually greeting you quite interesting as well. I've decided to talk today on the stream and on this video pretty much about my class, what I will main in Legion. So I've made a narrow selection. I mean, I narrowed the selection from 12 classes to like kind of 6, I think. Here are 5, but I'm gonna add one more, Shaman. So let's create one Shaman. Doesn't really matter what... Wow, this looks so ugly. Anyway, let's just go and randomize it a bit. That looks amazing. Shaman. I just make it like this. Alright, so I've narrowed my selection of classes. I will explain you first why I've eliminated these classes, and later I'm gonna explain why I've kept all these classes that I have as 6 classes. I'm gonna decide out of these 6 in the next couple of videos or days. I'm gonna decide what will be the main class that I'm gonna play. But first, let's just go through the classes that I've eliminated and why I've done that. So, first, Warrior. Why I don't like to play Warrior? It's because, as always, Warrior has been so mainstream and, you know, a class that offers you only like 3 buttons to play with, you know. And pretty much you have like one Swifty macro, popping Recklessness or whatever it's called now in Legion. So you have really limited amount of possibilities how you can play the Warrior, and I'm really bored. I've tested out the Warrior. I've leveled it up to like 107, and I was bored the hell out of it. So I really don't like how Warrior is designed right now. Maybe later will be changed, but right now for me it doesn't give me, you know, this is like my own personal preference, my own personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it, you don't have to accept it. It's just my own thing that I want to share with you. So, because you've asked me so much in the stream and in the comments, what will be my main class, what will be the main class for PvE, for PvP, for farming. So, I'm gonna decide like couple classes now, probably one for PvE, one for PvP and for farming. Maybe it will be the same, I don't even know, but right now I'm just gonna tell you the elimination of it. So first, Warrior, as I said, for me it doesn't give me pleasure when I'm playing it. So, I don't really like Warrior, so that's why I eliminated it. The talent doesn't give you any, like, the talents that Warriors are offering, it's not giving you any path to choose, you know, from, and I really dislike it at the current state. So that Warrior will be eliminated. Paladin, it's a class that, as always, has been shiny, sparkly, and all that stuff. But to take a Retri, for example, it provides only like 4 buttons as well. You have like Crusader Strike, 2 charges or 3 charges, where you build your Holy Power, and you have like one Dampening, like Templar Verdict, and you have like 3 buttons that you press in rotation, set rotation, and even if you go and spec yourself differently from the talents, it doesn't give you any variation in the playstyle. Yeah, you have like one single target, and you have one AoE, one talent for AoE, you know, to switch between. And I don't really like how they design Pod, you know. I like the idea behind the Ashbringer, and I like the idea behind the sparkling and shiny and everything, you know. Probably I would like to see Paladin standing next to me and just popping all that shiny stuff, as well for Demon Hunter later, I'll explain, but I don't really like how Paladin is played, you know. I've leveled it up to like 105 before they deleted everything, so I really don't like Paladin how it works. Hunter, I think one from the previous expansions, I think up until Warlords of Draenor, it was really fun for me. I was having always like second main alt. You know, I have like a main class that I always play. Like it was Death Knight, and then I've had Monk, and then I've had like probably like second or third was Druid and Hunter for me as a fun class. You know, right now they kind of spoiled it around. You know, as marksmanship, you don't really have viable paths to choose between. You have like one main spec that everyone will running with, and you have like different, probably like one spec that will you can run, but it doesn't really give you any dynamic stuff. And survival, I like the idea behind bringing back the melee hunters from, you know, from the previous expansions, but really I don't enjoy playing it. It's too mainstream as well. You have like 3-4 buttons to press, and you don't really have paths between the talents to choose that will, you know, give you some dynamic playstyle, and that, you know, will make you enjoy genuinely for the next like couple months or for the next like year or something. So I don't really like Hunter personally, so that's why I don't pick it. Rogue, however, Rogue, Outlaw, it's fun spec for me, you know, like Outlaw is fun spec for me, but as with previous classes, I don't know what drives me away from Rogue. I like to play like 5 arenas with it, or, you know, probably just arenas, you know, like I don't really enjoy playing it in PvE, and I like to play couple arenas, but after that, you know, you have like set rotation, open up, chip shot, garrote, assassination, for example, you know, and you put that like 400% faster bleeds and stuff, and then you just vanish and run away because sustained damage is not really doing much. And Outlaw, it gives you like constant CC, high damage, but it's really not something that I would run because I don't feel like I will run it for hours and hours, you know. I don't think I will enjoy hours and hours, maybe like couple arenas and that's all. So I might keep it later for like 6th out of mine, but for now I don't really like rogues. Priest, it's so far Priest is, you know, maybe between like top 5, top 6, you know, list. I will explain like one class after the other. Another video I'm gonna explain you why I picked my main class as I picked it. So far I'm gonna leave the Priest. I will not explain anything about the Priest. Shaman is on my list, Mage is on my list, Warlock. I've been fan of Destro Warlocks, you know, really been fan of Destro Warlocks. Warlocks are really fun to play, were really fun to play, especially Demonology and Destro. Affliction has never been my, you know, I've never been fan of Affliction, because all that, you know, dot the guy up and keep the dots up and everything should be fine. I don't really like that playstyle. Destro Warlock is completely not viable now, from what I've tested. Demonology Warlock, it's probably one spec that it's fun for me, like fun, not really fun, but it's, you know, it's viable, it's doable for me to play it for like maybe like some time, you know. So that's why, because I need to have at least 2 specs, you know, out of these classes. So pretty much that's why I don't like playing it, you know, playing as Warlock, because only one spec currently gives me pleasure, and it's not giving me pleasure on a long stage. It just gives me like, you know, like for some time, I think, and after that I will get bored out of it. Monk is probably top 3 for me. Top 3, maybe top 4. I will explain as well why, but yeah, for now I'm just gonna leave it like that. Druid is also top 3, top 4. It's in the list for this selection, so Druid as well, and Demon Hunter. I want to talk about Demon Hunter a bit, you know, here. So Demon Hunters in Legion are classes that something that reminds me a lot. Reminds me a lot from, you know, lots of abilities and lots of mechanics has been taken from Monk and from Death Knight and from I don't know, from couple classes, and just thrown into Demon Hunter. Why? Because, you know, you have pretty similar mechanics. You have something called what was the resource bar? Fuck, I forgot. God, doesn't matter. You have like resource bar. Was it? What was the Fury? Was it Fury or something? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. So you have like a similar to Runic Power. You have like a bar that fills out that shit, and then you spend it up. You know, like you have Obliterate, and Frost Strike to spend that shit. So you have that kind of mechanic. You have Roll, or basically Foul Slash, or whatever it's called that. And I've played Demon Hunter a lot. You know, I've played like Havoc. I played Vengeance, up from 100 to 110. Done, you know, dungeons and done a lot of things. You know, I filled out my artifact power almost full, and you know, after a while, I've felt really boring kind of playstyle of Demon Hunters. You know, some of you will not probably agree with me because everyone is like so hyped about Demon Hunters. Oh my god, it will be great. So I don't want to spoil everything, you know, by just, you know, spitting on how bad Demon Hunters are. They're really good, you know, they're fun. As I said, I've leveled it up to 110. I've had really big fun with it, but after a while, I've realized that you have like 4 buttons for DPS, and probably like 2 more for, you know, defensive, 1 defensive and one offensive, pretty much, Metamorphosis, and they offer really big versatility. You know, like you have movement speed, you have slow, you have stun, you have lots of things. You know, you have talent situation, but I don't really connect Demon Hunter to my character, you know, like like for example I connect Monk. You know, Monk is something that I really find it fun, really fun. And Demon Hunter is fun, but it has its own limitation. And when I compare, if I want to put it on my top 6, I need to compare it with Monk, and Monk always beats it. So that's my personal opinion. I don't really like Demon Hunters right now if they don't change something. You know, they don't really have variety of talents to pick from, you know, to choose from. And tank Demon Hunter, oh my god, it's so boring, man. I've tanked like probably like 15-20 dungeons. It bored the hell out of me. You have like one button that generates pain, it shatters some and then you have like the other one that spends pain pretty much, and you have one artifact power ability, artifact ability that pretty much just shatters its soul for creating 4 soul fragments, and then you collect them, and that's all. You know, you don't really have like demon spikes. So your rotation is like build pain 1 button, spend pain 1 button. You have demon spikes as a constant mitigation, and after that you don't have anything to press. You know, like you have sigils and all that flashy stuff, but that's not really something that provides me fun. So it doesn't really have 2 specs that are viable for me to be enjoyed. Yes, it's spinning a lot, you know, it's doing some crazy animations, it's doing a lot of things that I would like to see. You know, when I hit raid boss, you know, I would like to see next to me, you know, all that spinning and all that jumping and slashing and all that stuff. It's really fun to watch, but for me to play, I don't really enjoy Demon Hunter, so that's why it's not on my list. So currently on my list I have Druid, Death Knight, Mage, Monk, Priest, Shaman. I haven't decided which one will be on the top and which one will be the bottom. This is just a random list that I haven't really set up on how everything looks like by preference. But out of these 6 classes, in the next couple of days or next couple of probably like 2 weeks, I will decide what will be my main class, and before Legion hits I will tell you what will be the main class. However, in the next couple of days I'm gonna upload videos comparing these classes together, testing them out extensively in PvP, PvE and everything. So I will decide what will be my main class and what I have the most fun playing with. You know, what will be the talent tree, you know, the different various styles that you can choose between, you know, according to a talent tree, and how you can play the class, whether it's like fun and flashy, whether it's like highly mobile, whether it's like really high burst. I mean, burst is something I really don't consider as a factor when I decide what will be the main class, because burst is something that's good now. After 1 month, Blizzard will say, alright, hotfix, that deals a lot of damage, let's just fix that. So burst is completely irrelevant. What I want to consider here, it's the talent tree, how many paths you can select from, how is the playstyle of the class, whether you have like 2 specs that will be fun, and you know, pretty much how everything feels like when you play the chart. So these are my specs that I so far, I mean the classes that I so far consider of being one of my main class, and I've decided and I've explained you what I mean why I've actually cancelled all the other classes. So in the next couple of videos, just expect one video from me that will, couple of videos from me that I will explain every class separately, the pros and cons, and deciding what will be the main. So thank you guys for watching. That was all I wanted to talk for you, for now, and until the next time, stay cool guys, listen to your parents, be good boys and bro fist. Woo!